Unit No. 02. Topic 06. Political History of Pakistan. Formative Phase, 1947 to 1958. Lecture No. 06. Lubnalibrarian, LISC. Government Girls Degree College KTS, Haripur. Political History of Pakistan. Formative Phase, 1947 to 1958. Contents. 1. Formative Phase. 2. Constitutional Development. 3. Civilian and Military Rule. 4. Foreign Policy Challenges. 5. Economic and Social Transformation. 6. Ethnic and Regional Tensions. 7. End of the Formative Phase, 1958. 8. Achievements. 9. Conclusion. 10. References and recommended books. 1. Formative Phase. 1. Introduction. The formative phase of Pakistan's political history, 1947 to 1958, was the period during which the newly created state struggled to define its political identity, administrative structure, and constitutional framework. Pakistan had to build its institutions from scratch while coping with economic hardship, mass migration, and political instability. 2. Background. At the time of independence on August 14, 1947, Pakistan faced enormous challenges: lack of administrative experience, scarcity of resources, refugee crisis, unequal division of assets with India, and absence of a finalized constitution. Despite these obstacles, the leadership worked to give direction to the nascent state. 3. Emergence of Pakistan. 1. Partition of British India. Separation of India and Pakistan in 1947 based on religious lines. 2. Jinnah's vision. Establishment of an independent Muslim state of Pakistan. 3. Challenges of nation building. Addressing social, economic, and political issues in the newly formed country. 4. Major political developments. A. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, 1947 to 1948. Served as Governor-General and President of the Constituent Assembly. Focused on national unity, rule of law, and equal rights for all citizens. His early death in 1948 created a major leadership gap. For major political developments. Quaid-e-Azam Muhammad Ali Jinnah, de 1947 a 1948. Served as Governor-General and President of the Constituent Assembly. Focused on national unity, rule of law, and equal rights for all citizens. His early death in 1948 created a major leadership gap. B. Liaquat Ali Khan's tenure, 1948 to 1951. Introduced the Objectives Resolution, March 1949, initiated constitution-making, promoted friendly relations with the West, and was assassinated in 1951. C. Political instability, 1951 to 1958. After Liaquat's death, frequent changes in prime ministers and interference from the Governor-General weakened democracy. Bureaucracy and military influence increased. 5. Challenges of partition. 1. Sectarian tensions. Conflict between religious groups posed significant challenges. 2. Refugee crisis. Massive displacement of people caused logistical and humanitarian issues. 3. Territorial disputas. Disagreements over the division of assets and resources. 4. Major challenges. 1947 to 1958. Leadership crisis, weak institutions, delay in constitution-making, provincial conflicts, economic underdevelopment, and rise of bureaucracy and military influence. 6. Nation-building efforts. 1. Establishment of government. Formed a new government and administrative structure. 2. Constitutional developments. Drafted and ratified the first constitution. 3. Socioeconomic reforms. Initiated programs to improve education and infrastructure. 2. Constitutional development. 3. 1. The Constituent Assembly. 1. Drafting the Constitution. The Constituent Assembly was tasked with drafting Pakistan's first constitution. 2. Representation of provinces. The Assembly ensured equal representation of all provinces in the constitution-making process. 3. Challenges and compromises. The Assembly navigated complex political dynamics to reach consensus on the Constitution. The Government of India Act, 1935. 1. Introduced provincial autonomy. Granted more self-governance to provinces in British India. 2. Established a federal structure. Proposed a federal system with a central legislature. 3. Expanded the electorate. Increased the number of eligible voters in British India. 3. The interim government. 1. Establishment of interim government. Formed in 1947 to govern Pakistan until a permanent constitution was drafted. 2. Drafting of the constitution. Interim government oversaw the drafting of Pakistan's first constitution in 1956. 3. Constitution of 1956. Adopted on March 23, 1956, declaring Pakistan an Islamic republic with a parliamentary system and equal representation for both wings. Political instability, however, hindered implementation. 4. Transition to elected government. Interim government paved the way for Pakistan's first general elections in 1970. 3. Civilian and military rule. 1. Civilian governments. 1. Democratically elected governments. Periods of civilian rule marked by democratic elections and parliamentary governance. 2. Challenges to stability. Frequent political instability and military interventions disrupting civilian rule. 3. Restoration of democracy. Efforts to restore and strengthen democratic institutions after periods of military dictatorship. 2. Military coups. 1. Frequent regime changes. Pakistan has experienced multiple military coups, leading to frequent changes in political leadership. 2. Prolonged military dictatorships. Military rulers have held power for extended periods, disrupting democratic processes. 3. Impacts on governance. Military interventions have had significant consequences on Pakistan's political and economic stability. 3. Struggle for democracy. 1. Transition of power. Shifts between civilian and military rule in Pakistan's political history. 2. Restoration of democracy. Efforts to reinstate democratic institutions and processes over time. Three. Struggle for democracy. 1. Transition of power. Shifts between civilian and military rule in Pakistan's political history. 2. Restoration of democracy. Efforts to reinstate democratic institutions and processes over time. 3. Challenges to democratization. Ongoing tensions between civilian and military factions. 4. Foreign policy challenges. 1. Relations with India. 1. Bilateral tensions. Long-standing disputes over Kashmir and other border issues. 2. Nuclear rivalry. Competing nuclear programs and arms race between the two nations. 3. Economic interdependence. Potential for increased trade and economic cooperation. 2. Alliances and alignments. 1. Balancing relationships. Navigating complex geopolitical alliances to maintain regional stability. 2. Shifting allegiances. Adapting foreign policy to changing global power dynamics. 3. Strategic partnerships. Fostering beneficial international collaborations and trade agreements. 3. Role in regional dynamics. 1. Balancing relationships. Navigating complex ties with India, Afghanistan, and China. 2. Geopolitical tensions. Addressing border disputes and security concerns in the region. 3. Diplomatic outreach. Strengthening ties with neighboring countries through strategic partnerships. 5. Economic and social transformation. 1. Industrialization and urbanization. 1. Rapid industrialization. Establishment of heavy industries and manufacturing hubs. 2. Urban population growth. Migration from rural areas to urban centers. 3. Infrastructure development. Construction of roads, railways, and communication networks. 2. Land reforms and agricultural development. 1. Comprehensive land redistribution. Equitable distribution of agricultural land to small farmers. 2. Modernization of farming practices. Introduction of new technologies and techniques to boost productivity. 3. Irrigation infrastructure expansion. Investments in dams, canals, and water management systems. 3. Social welfare initiatives. 1. Poverty alleviation programs. Initiatives to provide financial assistance and resources to low-income families. 2. Healthcare reforms. Efforts to improve access and quality of healthcare services. 3. Educational initiatives. Policies to increase literacy rates and educational opportunities. 6. Ethnic and regional tensions. 1. Balochistan conflict. 1. Separatist movements. Baloch nationalist groups demanding autonomy or independence. 2. Insurgency and unrest. Clashes between Baloch rebels and Pakistani security forces. 3. Economic grievances. Perceived inequitable distribution of resources and development. 2. Sindhi nationalism. 1. Demands for autonomy. Sindhi nationalists have long sought greater autonomy and control over local affairs. 2. Ethnic tensions. Conflicts between Sindhi and Urdu-speaking Mahajar communities have led to violence. 3. Separatist movements. Some Sindhi groups have advocated for an independent Sindhi state. 3. Pashtun movements. 1. Pashtunistan movement. Demand for an independent Pashtun state. 2. Awami National Party. Advocated for Pashtun autonomy and rights. 3. Pashtun Tahaffuz movement. Protested against discrimination and human rights abuses. 4. Key issues and movements. Language controversy, 1948 to 1952, over Urdu and Bengali, provincialism, and the one-unit scheme, 1955, which merged West Pakistan's provinces into one unit. 7. End of the formative phase, 1958. President Iskander Mirza abrogated the constitution and imposed martial law. General Ayub Khan took over, marking the end of this democratic phase. 8. Achievements. Administrative and constitutional development. Objectives Resolution, 1949. First Constitution, 1956. UN and SEATO membership, and improved Muslim world relations. 9. Conclusion. The formative phase, 1947 to 1958, shaped Pakistan's early political direction. Despite achievements, weak leadership and instability prevented democracy from taking firm root, leading to military intervention in 1958. 10. Recommended books for reference. 1. K.K. Aziz, The Making of Pakistan, A Study in Nationalism. 2. I.H. Qureshi, The Struggle for Pakistan. 3. Lawrence Ziring, The Political History of Pakistan, the 20th Century. 4. Hamid Yusuf, Pakistan, A Study of Political Developments 1947 to 1977. 5. Keith Collard, Pakistan, A Political Study. 6. Stanley Walpert, Zulfi Bhutto of Pakistan. 7. Rashid Ahmad Khan, Pakistan's Foreign Policy, A Historical Analysis. 8. Safdar Mahmood, Pakistan, Political Roots and Development. Unit No. 02. Topic 06. Thank you. Political History of Pakistan. Formative Phase, 1947 to 1958. Lectura no. 06. Lubnalibrarian, MLISC. Government Girls Degree College KTS, Haripur.
There was once a day that I would pray for you. I'd go and misbehave just so you'd notice too. Sneaking looks up and down from across the room. And damn, what a hell of a view. I feel good, you look great, I like you, I can't wait. A first time, a first date. You're so fine, I'm so late. You sip wine, I drink straight. Don't waste time to my place. I feel my heart erase. So catch me if I fall. Praying